And Psycho himself. Please welcome Mr. Brian Crow.
Hey, everybody. You know, I always forget to turn down the music because that's the kind of teenager I was and probably still am. Guess I already hit that button. Well, I still hit the button. And thank you for tuning into that moment of technological brilliance brought to you by the people here at Excite Radio. I am Brian Crow, and this is American Psycho Radio. Thank you so much for tuning back in. It is always great to be here with you. We're going to have a lot of good time this week with our very special and awesome guest. Her name is Zara Mizrahi.
Yay!
Yay! Did I pronounce that right?
Mizrahi, you got it.
There you go.
Two Z's, Zara Mizrahi.
So you are a musician, a singer, a songwriter, and a comedian, correct?
Ba-bam, that's what I do.
Well, the lady after my own heart, because I, too, am a musician and a comedian. So we actually...
So cool.
There you go.
And we both have crazy hair.
It's true. Yours is in far better control than mine.
I'll give you some product.
Thank you. I'm going to get some of the hair snipped tomorrow. We'll see what happens after that.
Oh, nice. Good for you.
Thank you. So, all right. So here's kind of I guess almost, for me, the obvious question is, so what came first, the music or the comedy?
Definitely music.
Yeah.
Music is actually what got me into comedy because I started off acting like every girl in LA, right? And then I was a musician from a young age, and then I recorded an album, and then I started playing around the town just live. Mm-hmm. And I started feeling like, oh, this feels weird. I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna play you a song now.
So let's dissect that for just a minute. So you started playing music, like what?
Well, I mean, after I recorded my album, I started going around to like cafes and bars and all that just to play.
So the album that you recorded, how would you describe the music that you do?
It's rock and pop, and then when it's live, it's acoustic.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is it acoustic simply out of a sense of just easy, I can go do that?
Yeah, and then you can take your instrument with you, and then you have it. And I play piano and guitar and bass a little, some drums. I mess around. I love instruments so much.
Well, that's so. So what brought you to music? What's the genesis of that?
I always loved music. I loved singing from a really young age, and for my 13th birthday, my mom got me a piano, and I was like, all right, this is awesome. So
wait, the piano, was it wrapped, or did it just have a bow on top?
It had a big bow on it, like the Lexus in the commercials. You know, it was like I was walking in. It was right when we moved into our new house, and it was really like a commercial. I just walked right into the living room, and it had this pretty piano, and I was like, what?
Right?
Yeah. So then I just started playing just nonstop, and I was like, oh my god, this is what I want to do. Simultaneously, I started acting, and then music just really kind of took over a little bit for a couple years, and then as I started playing live after I recorded the album, I just was like, this feels really stiff. It feels a little weird, and then my brother suggested that I do stand up just to sort of get out of my
because everybody says, you know what, I know you're singing songs. Could you tell jokes?
Well, yeah, I mean, that's the thing, right, is that they think it's just this easy thing that you can just start whenever you want.
Yeah, no shit. We'll talk about the science of that. This whole preconceived notion. It's just, you just blink your eyes and there's a joke.
Yeah, I mean, you're really funny. Like, you can make me laugh, so I think you'd be really good on stage if you just do, like, 30 or 45 minutes.
Yeah, wait a minute. I was tickling you. That's why you were laughing.
That's why you're laughing, yeah. We're smoking meth. So then
we weren't just laughing, we were laughing till dawn on Thursday.
Yeah, and we hadn't slept for 3 days, so that's not normal. So I did stand up once, and I did really well, so I thought that I could do it forever.
Sure.
And then my second show, I was like, this is easy. And then I bombed so hard. Like,
right?
Yeah, like so hard. But because I was like, well, I'm not going out on that note, then I did it again, and then had a good set, and I was like, well, I could just keep having good sets then. And then I just like kept it going. Yeah.
That's the way that, I mean, as any comedian knows, you rise and fall depending on the occasion. Some shows are just unbelievable and you crush, and then others, it's like, that joke killed last night. Why did it suffer tonight. So,
yeah.
I mean, so in your experience, and I'm going to get back to the music stuff shortly because I'm intrigued by that. But in terms of stand-up, what have you sort of discovered? What feels like I guess a pattern or a science for you as to what seems to work, how to work with a crowd, when you approach a show, or do you? I mean, what I do, I sort of go, look, I'm going to go do my fucking shit. You dig it or you don't.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I definitely do have moods like that. Like I just don't care what you think, and sometimes you need to have those kind of sets.
Yeah.
Just to be like, yeah, this is for me. Sorry you're here tonight, but this is for me.
And even if you tank, sometimes those shows, even though, I mean, it could be a total train wreck comedy-wise, the experience that you have by being up on stage and just sort of feeling what that's like, the next show after that, how much more rooted in the moment are you?
Oh my God, it's you can't even recognize yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah, totally. And that's really nice too, because I'm not one of those comedians who's like, this is all about me and you know, screw you guys. Like I don't like that. But I mean, even though you do need to have a set just to kind of throw away, I don't like feeling like an audience member in those situations. So I really like it. I really like doing the kind of comedy that's sort of an experience with everybody. And so and a lot of comedians do it just, you know, to get attention or to feel happy for 8 minutes or whatever. You know what I mean?
I felt happy for 8. I got a good 8 out of today.
To feel remotely alive. But I really I kind of just want everyone to sort of get out of their head for 8 minutes and to just be able to relax and put their defenses down for a second. And I think that's what kind of keeps me enjoying comedy, rather than like this is the highlight of my life. More just like, let's just kind of chill out together and then we can have a good time.
Right. So relax and let's observe some things and laugh about them and sort of share that kind of feeling and that concept.
Yeah. Let's laugh at my rape whistle together.
I was actually going to ask, what are the kinds of things that you write about? And apparently the rape whistle, you know what, it's so rare that I have the term rape whistle come up with a woman, and it's actually done in laughter. So this is a change for me.
Oh, I'm so proud. You're moving up, and that's really important.
Yeah, no, that is important. And you don't have any handcuffs in your purse, do you?
In my car.
In your car. Well, at the commercial break, we can get them. That could be a good time. Anyway.
Yay. Funny story, actually. My friend for one of my birthdays got me this. Have you ever seen those ginormous teddy bears?
Yes.
Like the ones that are your size?
Yeah.
So he gave me one of those, and I had nowhere to put it, so I kept it in my trunk.
Right.
And so, like, every time I went to the car wash, they would open up my trunk, and they would all get terrified. And then he took a spare set of handcuffs that he had and handcuffed the bear. And I had this in my car for like 3 years.
Did you ever like gaff tape it or blindfold them?
I should have, right? Just poured ketchup all over it.
Totally. Had like a recording every time you open up the trunk. It goes.
I should have done that. Could you imagine? I gave it back to him because I was like, I don't have anywhere to put this. I'm taking people to the airport. I need the space. No, now I want it back.
I can take your luggage. I have a hostage.
I have a bear. Could you imagine?
That's awesome.
Yeah. So now I want it back just to do that.
I'm like, remember that bear? What did you name the bear?
Hostage bear?
I was just gonna say, because hostage would have been perfect. This is nameless hostage, and depending on the day of the week, the price of it goes up.
His stock is up, thinking.
Exactly. 2 weeks later, it's not worth anything. Why are one of the arms missing? Be quiet, they didn't pay.
Yeah, right. God. You know what's crazy is my family, they're Mexican Jews. So...
here's a setup.
No. Like, I mean, I talk about it in stand-up, but that's not what we're going to talk about right now. Because I don't talk about this during stand-up. So the Jews, they're the Catholic Mexicans, obviously.
Right.
I'm breaking it down. And then there are the Jewish Mexicans who came from the Middle East originally. But they've been there for several generations. Anyway, they're known as like the rich Mexicans because they're the only ones there with money, right? But not that my family's crazy rich, but compared to the rest of Mexico, they are. So my family got...
Actually, hang on, we're getting a phone call.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, other than where's the technology to answer the phone? Live radio, and there you go. Oh, here it is. Hi, you've reached American Psycho. Who am I speaking with?
It's Jason Hadley.
Jason Hadley, how are you, brother? This is Brian Crow, the American Psycho. You are on with myself and Zara Mizrahi.
Hey.
Oh, and I know and I love you both. I just wanted to call up and say hello. You guys are both amazing comedians. I've worked with you both. And
thanks, man.
I just wanted to let everybody out in Radioland know that I am the writer, the producer, and the host of the Hollywood Rock and Wrap Up, which is now going to be airing on Excite Radio.
Yay!
So I'm super stoked, and just wanted to give a quick shout out to everybody on your show, and thank you for the support. You guys heard it at the top of the hour, and you guys were talking about comedy, something near and dear to me, and it's rough, but it's a rewarding experience. No?
Yeah.
I would absolutely agree, and let's face it, I think amongst all of us, we could probably have a consensus that it's not like it's something that you can do or even necessarily should do, but you have to do.
Right? Is that's I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's what it really comes down to. I feel a need in my soul to make people laugh, you know? If I had to give anything to the world, it's going to be laughter, you know?
And people always say to me, oh my God, you do stand-up. That must be so hard. And I go, no, it's hard not to.
Right? You're
no doubt. You know, it's funny, too, because I remember, if I remember correctly, we did a gig together. It was one of Dante's comedy specials, right? Wasn't it the 420 Explosion?
Well, I think so. That sounds about right.
Yeah, it was at the Lovitz Comedy Club, and dude, you were on fire, and it looks, and that's the best part, is it's like, you know, when you perform seamlessly and it looks like it's all off the cuff, you know, that's the dream, you know?
Totally. Everybody goes, yeah, were you just thinking of that? I'm like, yeah, 3 months ago.
Yeah, exactly. Back when I wrote it in my notebook.
Yeah. I think I was in the car yelling into a recorder that got pulled over because it said you were texting. No, I was writing comedy, officer. Sorry.
I'm being
I remember Zara one time we did a room, we did the belly room together one time.
That's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah. And
that
you
is
just
the
totally ripped it up. I mean, I'm telling you right now, all of your listeners are in for a real treat having the two of you guys together on one show.
Oh, thanks, man.
Thanks, man. Yeah, and for those of you out there, that is the Belly Room as part of the world-famous Comedy Store, where you too can show up and have to bring friends so the producer feels like he's done his job.
Yeah, that's the dreaded bringer, right? For the music industry, they know it is pay to play, right?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
And having done both, it's sort of like, look, did you get booked? Yeah, look at my wrists. Check the scars.
Well, you know, it's funny, too, because, I mean, I actually did music before I got into comedy, and
really?
I had to go through that myself, and it's just like, by the time I got to comedy, I learned, forget it, man. There's too many gigs out there, you know what I mean, that you got to do pay to play.
That's a fact. Absolutely. So,
and not only, go ahead.
I was going to say, so what do you have coming up, man?
Well, you know, we got, like I said, the Hollywood Rock and Wrap Up is poking fun at celebrity gossip, and that's going to be airing, our 1-minute segments airing, I believe daily with you guys now. We do it Monday through Friday. It's a 1 minute, and so we're really excited to join the family. And then personally, as far as stand-up's concerned, I got a show tomorrow night, actually. I'm hosting at Sal's Comedy Hole.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. I'm doing a Big Mike show, and for those of you in the LA area might know.
I know Big Mike.
He's cool.
Yeah, it's good times. And then beyond that, I just finished shooting a movie called Bro, What Happened? It's in editing right now. It's supposed to be out by the end of the year. And I got a radio show of my own on another network, and things are just moving and shaking all over the place, man.
That's awesome. Well, I'm glad to hear that things are rocking and rolling forward. And yes, you are right. Big Mike, he's great, and he's big. Big Mike is.
But can I tell you, the man is a complete teddy bear once you get to know him. You know,
it's so true.
No, it's true. He's a total teddy bear, and so Zara's going to take him hostage in her trunk.
Well, you're going to need a big trunk. That's all I got to say to that.
I have an SUV. I can do this.
Oh, well, then there you go. Yeah.
No, I'm all set to go.
Listen, all you have to do is just throw a bottle of Cisco in there, and he'll just jump right in. It's okay.
How did you
I'm just saying, the man has a ghetto radar for being able to find where Cisco is sold, no matter where you are in Los Angeles.
Oh my God!
How did you take a guy that big hostage, Cisco? Okay, got it.
Yeah, take notes.
Yes.
You know, if it's not funny, it's at least informative, right?
Exactly, and I think that's the idea behind all comedy is to inform how to do something nefarious.
Right, exactly. Well, listen, I just wanted to give you guys a quick shout out. You know, I know everybody loves talking about themselves, and that can sometimes just be bragging, but when someone else comes in and tells everybody how great you guys are, that's just proof, you know?
Well, and I totally appreciate it, brother. I really do, and I'm looking forward to having you as a regular segment here on Excite Radio. And
absolutely, my friend, absolutely. So have yourselves a fantastic rest of the show and a fantastic rest of the night. It's Friday, so I'm going to go cry into some ice cream and watch The Notebook.
That's the way to do it, man. Like a beast.
You know it, right? I'm going to own it. You guys have a great night.
You as well, brother. Take care. I will look forward to seeing you soon.
Sounds good. Be well. Bye-bye.
Take care. All right, everybody, that was Mr. Jason Hadley chiming in. And once again, he will be doing a minute-long report about the latest and greatest Hollywood bullshit, because that's really what it is. It's Hollywood, it's bullshit. Trust me, open your window, you can smell it. And he will be commenting on that. And so we're going to get back to, by the way, also joining us in the room, and I'm sorry I did not introduce him before, is Mr. McKendog and his vaporizer.
Yes. Thank you very much. Well, I was just thoroughly entertained by your guys' stuff, and I was listening in from the other room, and I gotta say, you caught me off guard with your Middle Eastern.
Oh yeah, I have to finish that story.
Yeah, please.
And I was like, okay, I gotta go sit in on this one. I gotta laugh. Gotta hear this one.
Okay, so but since Mexico's gotten so crazy, there's this huge rivalry between.
I'm going to stop you there. Was there a point where Mexico wasn't crazy?
I mean, I think it's the crazier of the crazy.
Okay.
At this moment, with the drug people and whatever, and so what they want to do is
Cartelico.
Yeah.
Well, like even before then, I mean, they were a good, wholesome, human sacrificing, group of.
No, we should change the name of the country to Cartexico. Because it's about cartels and oil. So it is Cartexico. You heard it here first.
So my family is constantly, they're always in danger because they're Jewish and they look different from the Catholic Mexicans. So their houses are getting broken into. It's just a mess, and they've gotten kidnapped like multiple times. And we were talking about the hostage bear, and my cousin got kidnapped and they cut off his pinky.
Oh my God.
They cut off his pinky.
Oh my, how old was
He's like a grown-ass person.
Okay.
Like 20s.
All right. Still, but wow.
Yo, I don't want to have less than 10 fingers.
Yeah.
Ever.
That's crazy. And I mean, they're doing it. They're taking all kinds of, they're putting people in holds for $500.
Yeah, exactly. For like nothing.
For nothing. Because they know people will pay for it at that price.
So I'm curious. So Jewish Mexicans at a birthday or a bar mitzvah or something, if they're going to do a piñata, is it like a member of the SS that they're hitting?
Lord. Story.
Wow, I mean, that's a good question.
I thought you were going to be like, that's just ridiculous. You're like, no, that's actually legitimate.
To me, it makes perfect sense.
A Hitler piñata.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think that makes all the sense. And the thing is, when you break it open, you let the hostages free. I think
all the ashes.
Exactly. What's that? There's no candy. No, but that's Uncle Ahmed. Anyway, I don't know.
God.
Hey,
We've taken a dark turn.
if I'm laughing at it, it's okay. I realized that Hitler is like the Jewish people's, like the equivalent to the N-word for black people.
Right.
Because they can say it and laugh at it, but then if anyone else tries to get in on it, not okay, right? So if Jews can laugh at Hitler,
then, you know, I think you're
but then
you're
people
in
get really uneasy about it.
Yeah, go ahead, be uncomfortable. Because what does anybody actually think? Oh no, anybody's actually. If there's anybody walking the face of the planet that is actually pro-Hitler, they're simply asking for an ass kicking. That being said, I just noticed how much McKendog's head was shaved. So anyway,
You're like, wow, I see his scalp. Is that his hair?
So I think we need to play some of your music because we've been talking about it a bit, and I want to get a little bit back into that. So of the tracks that you've got, what is, if you're going to introduce your music to the world, what would you want to do first?
Let's do I Can't Hear You.
I'm sorry, what?
I Can't Hear You.
I didn't hear you. What?
I can't hear you.
That was so obvious. I'm sorry. All right, so
I fell for it though. I'm so gullible. It's really bad. I can't, like, anyone can tell me anything. I'll be like, well, that's fascinating.
I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah. You'll have fun with that.
Alrighty, so assuming that technology works, because sometimes it does and sometimes it does not, we are going to listen to, this is Zara Mizrahi and her track, I Can't Hear You. And I'm going to turn up the volume so that you can hear her. And hope you dig it. So check this out.
I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Put my shit on the radio. I'ma rock you out like a stadium. I'ma get stuck in your cranium. Cause I used to switch tracks, now I'm dropping them. I wanna see the crowd get loud, you know. Like they sniff some glue, now they're wildin' out. Feeling like their feet can't touch the ground. Hell yeah, here's a place where you're always found. I'll roll with my besties, cause we're all like family. We'll tear up the dance floor tonight. I will not walk away. Switching tracks can get mad hard. With the world in your ear, it can pull you apart. But you gotta be real, can't just be smart. Cause the power you got comes from the heart. Want you to lift your hands and say, hell yeah! I'm happy to be this way. Tell the haters to chill and blaze. Cause there ain't another you and there ain't another way. I won't look back cause my life it's like crack. Give me laughs, give me love, give me more. I will not walk away while my song overplays. Throw up your hands and say, I can't hear you. I guess I'm rocking now. This is what life's about. Hold up your head and shout, I can't hear you. You wanna call us, cause you can't trust us. I'll just turn up my head. You wanna bust us, cause we are hustlers. We do it just cause we can. I will not walk away while my song overplays. Throw up your hands and say, I can't hear you. I guess I'm rocking now. This is what life's about. Hold up your head and shout, I can't hear you. I will not walk away while my song overplays.
taking a crap in your shoes. Our super smart scientists have finally revolutionized a solution that we can finally rest assured that your feline friends will never again disgrace your kickwear. Announcing the Shih Tzu Alarm. With the Shih Tzu Alarm, tiny sensors installed in your footwear send you a MMS text or tweet when your furry friend is getting unruly. With proximity sensors and defecation detection, you can always be sure to catch them in the act and properly train and discipline your bad little kitty with our new Fuck Off Spray. Made with battery acid and gasoline, this is a surefire deterrent against a helpless and injured animal to make sure they never, and I mean never, go where they should. Act now and we'll include our mini flamethrower anti-crap system that works with the proximity sensors to give the animal a friendly blast of sun-grade heat to melt those nutty little whiskers to serve as a handy reminder that you do not want to shite in my shoes. Call now. Operators are standing by the water cooler because you are not going to call. They never do.
Need to excel your business to the next level? It's time to hire a professional. From SEO, content marketing, design, video production, advertising, social media, and web design and development. We're your complete digital branding source. It's time to increase your visibility. Give us a call at 310-210-0339 or visit our website at littlemonkeymarketing.com. Little Monkey Marketing, because even though you're little, doesn't mean you can't make a lot of noise. Do you know about Ty Curtis? Ty Curtis's musical journey continues to explore new territory, but the heartfelt lyrics, emotion-wrought vocals, and searing guitar licks are still there. At 25, Ty has already released 4 critically acclaimed CDs that feature his ever-growing catalog of original songs. Ty's compositions range from soulful ballads to roadhouse rockers to reggae and blues, and live performances cover the same wide range of material with drive and fire that fill the dance floors. For more information, visit tycurtis.net.
And welcome back to the American Psycho Radio Show. We are here with Zara Mizrahi and Makendog, and we were just listening to one of the tracks off of. Is it an EP?
It's an EP. Yeah.
An EP. Mm-hmm. Does the EP have a title?
Loosen My Lips is
Loosen My Lips. Well. Okay.
You don't need it. You don't have to. It's all been said.
Is there video? Anyway.
I was like, no music videos yet. See, there's the gullibility, trusting you thing.
That'll teach you. That was a really cool song. Some of the like more hip hoppy R&B sort of thing isn't necessarily what I would typically lean towards. But one of the things that I noticed and I mentioned as we were listening is that there's a really solid hook pop thing going on there, and I love that.
Oh, good. I'm so glad.
Yeah, I mean, I think, would you say that is characteristic of the way that you write?
Yeah, I think it has to be. If you can't sing it after,
right,
what's the point?
And then there are some people that can't sing it when they're tracking it.
Right, yeah, exactly.
Thank you, American Idol. Anyway. It's a judgment call, and I'm making it.
Who else would? If not you.
If not me, who? And if not now, when?
Yeah. So we're just being profound here.
Yes. They can take away our auto-tunes, but they can't take away our freedom! Wait a minute. I don't know what just happened. But, so when did you record this stuff?
I recorded it when I was 17, actually.
So when was that?
That was 5 years ago.
Oh, okay. Everybody do the math.
I'm 22. You know what's funny is I started doing stand-up when I was 20.
Yeah.
Which is underage. You can't get into the clubs if you're under 20. So I had a fake ID just so I could do stand-up.
That's cool.
Because I never drank. I still don't drink. I never really. But
I know. We offered you water and not a touch.
She had a fake ID to do stand-up when most have a fake ID to drink and fall down.
Right.
Yeah. No, I like standing.
Yeah.
Very much. So, and it was fine. Like, it was mostly okay. Like 98% of the time, the ID was fine. But then I went to the Comedy Store in La Jolla just to watch a show. I wasn't even on the show, and I obviously wasn't drinking or anything, but I get in, and I guess in San Diego, they're really strict about IDs, and they were like, this is totally fake. And they took it and then emailed everybody at the Hollywood Comedy Store.
Oh, no.
This was like a really big thing, and then they were like, no, you're banned from the Comedy Stores. But I was like, but I'm 21 now. It was like 3 days before my 21st birthday.
You don't have to say you're 21. You can just say, look, I can bring 7 people.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Yeah, but
age is no longer an issue.
But I have an entourage, guys. Come on in. And then since when I did turn 21, then it was okay at the Hollywood one, but I think I'm still banned from the La Jolla.
Yeah, well, I've done the La Jolla one too, and I'll tell you, that's a long way to go for 8 minutes.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. You're driving out going, this is going to be great. I'm just at a Comedy Store. And then right about the time that you get to the nuclear power plants, the gigantic boobs on the side of the shore there, and you're going, this is a really long drive. And you show up going, wow, I'm getting 8 minutes, and you're driving home going, fuck this.
Yeah.
They're not there anymore. Or that's been killed it. The power plant. Yeah.
Well, I mean, they've shut off the power plant, but the boobs are still there.
They are.
Yeah, okay. No, they're still there, and like most fake boobs, they will be standing erect for years and years to come. And it's just be like that. The rest of everything surrounding it will decay and have gone into the ocean, but the fake boobs will be there. I mean,
you can always trust them. They're so reliable.
Totally. Which way is north? I don't know.
They're more reliable than like my best friend.
They're usually
than my dog.
Fake boobs are typically more reliable than the people they're attached to.
Yeah. You should tweet that for sure. That's really funny.
That's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
Thank you.
That's a winner.
So, to go back to the studio, you got this piano at your birthday. What a phenomenal gift.
It was the first one of my whole life. The only gift, and I'm totally happy with that.
Yeah, I'm like, well, that's a winner.
Yeah, totally. It makes up for everything.
Did you know how to play at the time, or was it like me, stay on the white keys?
I somehow I just sort of had an ear for it, and I figured it out. Mm-hmm. And then I got a teacher, and then she and I started actually writing together.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, she taught me how to play by ear, and I still don't really know how to read music. I can a little, but not really.
Yeah, I read for a little bit, and that fell
right there. Same thing. I mean, I taught myself to play guitar by ear.
It's the worst having to read. It's so limiting, and it's so like.
I mean, I think on the one hand, yes. I mean, I totally get what you're saying, where it's limiting. On the other hand, to be in a position of somebody could, if you were in a scenario, somebody said, "Here's a chart, go do it," and if you could, it's not a bad thing. But
charts are different than reading music. Like if you have a chord chart, that's easy.
Sure, right.
But like, and there are professions where it's necessary to read music. If you're,
studio musicians that need
like
to be
some
able
sort of classical pianist or guitarist.
Basically, what you have are fences with ice cream stacks placed on them, and you have to go, oh, that dot means this.
Oh yeah.
Fucking crazy.
I know, it's nuts. Like, and my teacher wanted me to read so bad, and I was just like, I just hate it. And she goes, all right, fine, I'll just teach you how to listen to stuff and play it, and then we can write stuff together. And then we did that for a while, and it was really great, and it made me love it, as opposed to wanting to kill myself every time I got to the piano.
Why are the keys so bloody?
Yeah. Right.
Zara's upset again. Every time we do something in C minor, she just gets really just emo about the whole thing.
Having a bad day, and those were the years emo was really in. It was.
See, knew it.
It was like Fall Out Boy, and then My Chemical Romance. These were the bands that were like, getting all the heat.
So, who do you like to listen to? Who would you describe musically as your influences? And then we'll begin to compare and contrast the comedy stuff.
Well, as far as just pure writing. The music, because it's so poppy, Katy Perry, even though I probably shouldn't say that I don't love her, but I think she has great hooks.
You're right.
They're so catchy, and they're so good.
Ask Russell Brand.
Yeah. Great hooks. He can definitely vouch. And so I love her. I love the artist Robin. She's really good.
I'm not familiar with Robin.
She was nominated for a Grammy a year or two ago. Not many people have heard of her, but I think she's so freaking cool. She's from Europe, and she has great hooks, but she cares about the lyrics, and I really care about the lyrics too, because I'm like a huge Bob Dylan fan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I'm into all that. I love old music. I love Bob Dylan, and I love Sinatra, and I love...
That's cool.
Yeah, I like Pink Floyd. I love Zeppelin. I love all kinds of music. I'll listen to everything.
See, I think that's great, and I think that's important. I remember always thinking and feeling and having been taught that you really have to listen with what you call the big ear, and that you have to as an artist or a musician, it's really, you need to be open to everything that is out there. You can choose not to like it, but at least have an open enough mind to go, all right, I'll just give that a shot.
Or like I can see why people are into that. Like I love hip hop. I love old school hip hop. You know, I mean, whoever. I still listen to whatever, Dr. Dre and Biggie and Tupac and all those guys. I love it. I'm like super white, just doing this at a red light. Like,
Oh, we have visuals.
Oh, there it is. Bam. There's so much me in the screen right now.
Well, it is your CD. It's supposed to be so much you.
Well, then he takes it away, and then it's still me.
Okay.
No, I'm not complaining. It's just so funny.
Yes, you are. You're
the crowd applauses.
You're totally complaining. Get out.
I hate my life. So what about you? How did you get into music?
I woke up.
Oh, good for you.
Yes. No, I mean, it's so funny. I'm being interviewed on my own show. Let's go. Truth be told, when I was very, very young, I had always wanted to play guitar, and I bugged my parents for years. And I think God, how old was I? I had to be like 6 or 7 or something. I had gone on an outdoor education thing with my brother's middle school class to Yosemite, and they did a talent show thing in some, I don't know, cafeteria or something, and there was a kid in my brother's class. I remember he got up on the table. He had a little pig nose guitar amp, and he played Johnny B. Good, and the room blew up, and I went, oh, that. And from that point forward, it was that. And then, I always dug music, was very into Elton John and stuff. First concert I ever saw was Elton John. And I remember also another very influential moment, being at a warehouse record store out in Larkspur, walking around looking at all the records that I'd seen 5 million times. And my brother came over to me with the Kiss Alive record. And he goes, look at these guys. They're weird. And I'm like, that's not weird. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And I think probably those two key moments definitely sort of led to, I have to do this. And as soon as I did, it was like, somebody flipped on the light. I was like, oh, I got this. I did. So, yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah. So, writing and recording and played in far too many bands to care about.
That's how it goes, though.
Yeah.
You just play with so many people, and you love it because you're just like, oh, I'm doing whatever.
It's the same thing like with stand-up. It's like, people go, oh, are you still playing? It's like, yeah.
Right.
In fact, you better bury me with my guitar because I'll be playing it then, too.
Yeah.
Although, truth be told, the plan is I'm not actually going to get buried. It's going to be a Viking funeral for me. I already told my daughter, stick me on a bundle of sticks, push me out on a lake with, doused in gasoline, shoot me with a flare, and that's going to be me.
How old is your daughter?
22.
Oh, okay. Then it's okay.
She's 3.
For some reason, I picture her like a 7-year-old. Daddy! No, it's gasoline.
Like Kick-Ass or something. You got the little elementary school girl, and she's lighting your ass on fire. Hey, Daddy, let's practice this.
Where
one
there's
first.
that too, but that was just fun.
So how'd you get into comedy then?
Same kind of thing, actually. Probably in the same. My parents were crazy enough to introduce me to George Carlin when I was a kid.
What?
Yeah, I remember they brought home a record called Takeoffs, Put-Ons and Takeoffs, and the whole thing was to listen to Carlin's The Hippy Dippy Weatherman. And I heard that and I went, oh, that. And so these have always been like the two things throughout my entire life, rooted in my youth. It's like these are the things that I connected with most, that I found to be most interesting, and you could share stuff with people, and you can have a shared experience, be it musically or thought or something. And to me, it was like right then.
Yeah. Did you ever want to mix the two and do musical comedy?
A little bit, but I take my music too seriously to make it funny, and I tried, and I should probably figure out how to get over that.
Well, just because there's such a big market for it.
Yeah.
I want to do the same thing.
Because I typically, when you see most musical comedians, you'll see a guy with an acoustic guitar, and they do some songs, and they make fun of the songs, and I'm trying to think, I'm not Mr. Acoustic Guitar Player guy.
Right.
I'm one of those, 80s rock guitar noodlers, former Joe Satriani student. I try to fit in as many notes in as few seconds as possible. Mm-hmm. And other than the fact that in and of itself is funny, how do you make it funny?
Right.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, there has to be a way.
But there will be. I'm working on it. I won't announce it yet because somebody will steal it. But what about you? So how did you, like, who are your comedic influences what grabbed you?
I was making people laugh really young. Like, I always had a sense of humor, and I loved laughing. Mm-hmm. Even when I was a baby, I thought a ceiling fan exactly like that was hilarious. I was like, it just keeps going around like that, like forever. That's so funny. Doesn't it get tired? Like,
doesn't it get tired?
That was one of the first things, like first real thoughts that I ever thought.
That's a great thought.
Yeah. I'm still curious, but just things like that. I grew up with I Love Lucy. And,
okay.
And
yeah.
Like, oh my God, I could watch the same. My mom recorded like a VHS tape, which was 3 hours just of straight Lucy, and I watched them. Till it started shredding.
Till it wore out, it was gone.
I still watch them on YouTube, and then I love cartoons, and I love voices, and I love characters. And on my podcast, actually, it's called The Preposterous Sessions. It's a sketch comedy podcast.
Okay.
So we play characters, and then like interview. Mm-hmm. The host will interview the character, and then the other week it'll be the other way around.
That's cool.
So, like, I always just loved weird characters and making up fantasy stuff and just being like, oh, what if the world were like this? Like, I always thought of that with, like, snow globe eyes.
Shake her head and it's snowing. No, that's dandruff. Oh, my God.
Oh, Head and Shoulders. My podcast is probably one of the closest things to my heart because it blends so many different things that I love. Mm-hmm. But it's an adult version of what would be a cartoon, I guess. Like,
right.
We had this one episode where we interviewed a hooker who was holding a gangbang for cancer.
Oh my God. Wow.
I hope that's okay to say. Is that okay to say?
Fucking A.
Okay.
Slam a uterus, remove a tumor. Is that the way that works?
Oh my.
Wow.
Well, if I knew it was this kind of show, I would just go right home. I'll take my lemonade and leave. Just things like that are really controversial and strange to think about, and then we interview these people. This other guy got arrested for seeing the Blue Man Group because he left his kid in the car because he's a Blue Man Group fanatic. Like, just the craziest things you can think of. And we just interviewed those, and just these characters we made up, and then we'll interview some real people. Like, we interviewed a hypnotist, and
I interviewed a hypnotist a few weeks ago.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, it was.
I'm fascinated by that.
Me
stuff.
too, right?
What? Like
We actually have one of the HMI, Hypnosis Motivational Institute. It's one of the most renowned in the world, and it's right here in the San Fernando Valley, just a few exits away.
See, this is the thing that I always wonder about. I mean, are they really the most renowned, or did you pay a visit to the office and now you just think that?
Right,
No,
did they make you think that they're just
Those
the
people
greatest?
actually suck, but you wouldn't know. How come? I went to the office.
No, I actually dated a hypnotherapist, and
You only think you did.
there you go, right? It was all in my mind.
It's like the end of an M. Night Shyamalan movie. Like, I guess it was just a dream.
Yeah, one of the guys
see
that
dead
started
hypnotists.
it, he started the foundation, and it's pretty big, but very fascinating. It's
So cool.
kind of psychology, sociology, and some other crap.
I mean, I'm a firm believer that it can, that it can work, but there's still something that just sort of, it gets you a little sketchy where it's like, oh, there's somebody tooling around in my subconscious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know, it's a little weird. It's like, I shut the door for a reason.
Yeah, look, if you're going to do that, make sure, if you're going to poke around in my head, make sure that you got a manicure in advance. That's all I'm saying.
Oh my God. Speaking of manicures, so I shot a McDonald's commercial yesterday.
Really?
Yeah. It was the first, well, I acted as a kid and I did commercials then, but this was my first national I booked as an adult. And thanks. And they made me do my nails 3 times.
We just don't think those say Ronald exactly.
Before 10 a.m.
Oh my goodness.
I was there at 7:30. They did them once at 7:30, then they did them again at 8:30. All the same color. And they're like, no, you're going to be holding. And I'm a vegan, okay? So this was...
So you held the burger with your middle finger.
Is this good?
Yeah.
Good. Okay, I had to bite into a McBuffalo, McChicken, McWhatever bacon
McRib.
thing.
Oh.
Was it one of the McRib things? Because those
No,
are back.
no, yeah, they're back.
The Mick, what is it?
Or what isn't it?
Yeah.
The Mick kill me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you get this out of my trunk?
It was really fun, but it was weird because I had told so many people to stop eating McDonald's.
And you're like,
in my day.
So how did that interview go down? We would like you to, how would you feel about McDonald's? Fine. What does it pay?
Yeah, I know. Well, I think of it because my mom was like, "You're selling out. How does it feel to sell out?" And I was just like, I think of it as just robbing them of,
It's like, it feels like less money that I have to borrow from you, Mom.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it feels
Like a good Mexican Jew.
Yeah.
It's called getting your money back.
Yeah. Exactly. But it was really fun, man, and I've never loved McDonald's more. I really...
See, you're still doing the commercial.
I had a great time. I really had fun. It was cool. Everyone was so nice. It was like...
Where did they shoot it? I mean, was it indoor, outdoor? Was it on stage?
It was both. It was both, yeah. I had a few different spots in it. And it was really fun, man. I had a great time. And I had the fries. The fries were freaking great.
Yeah, look, it's crap. We all know it's crap. But in terms of crap, it's pretty yummy crap.
I never had it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a broken vegan.
Well, those fries, man. Oh my God. I have a fry weakness. I do.
So we are heading down to the tail end of the show. I do want to play another track off of your EP. What would be? I'm thinking title track, if only because you did an electric and an acoustic, and we
Really?
No, I made that shit up.
No. I was just curious because I didn't see that listed.
See where it says "Loosen My Lips" and then it says "Loosen My Lips" acoustic?
Oh,
that was not a spelling
track.
error.
I was looking at the total running times.
It's a
Gotcha.
misprint. Well, actually, the No Woman No Cry cover is pretty acoustic too.
Yeah, but because it's a cover and I don't exactly know what our contractual obligations are,
Okay.
I'm going to nothing against the Bob Marley estate, although it is going up in smoke. Anyway,
Is it?
You can play it.
Yeah. Oh, really?
You can. It's her rendition. We're not playing a specific song that has been released and sold for.
This is the McKendog legal disclaimer.
No, I know.
Is that the one that you would like?
I like it.
Okay.
That one and I Can't Hear You are my two favorites. So.
Well, then we're going to listen to Zara Mizrahi's cover of No Woman No Cry. right here on the American Psycho Radio Show. Again, dealing with technology. Kiss my tuchus. And we'll be back shortly.
I remember when we used to sing in a sidewalk cafe in WeHo. A bar serving the Zen yogis, racing by in red and threes. Good friends we had, oh, good friends we lost along the way. In this great weather, you can't forget your past. So dry your tears, I say to my peeps who run LA. No woman, no cry. No woman, no cry. No woman, no cry. No woman, no cry. Hey, little diva, don't shed no tears. No woman, no cry. I remember when we used to drive along the PCH at midnight, and little Gabby would keep me in his side as we caused trouble through the night. And then we hit a rooftop spot for gorgeous friends and views. The trees, my only remedy for fear of losing what I wanna be. No woman, no cry. 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 No cry. Hey, little starlet, don't shed no tears. No woman, no cry. Just remember, shorty, everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. Zara's gonna give a show tonight. Everything's gonna be alright. Your contract will expire tonight. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything being alright. Show tonight. Be alright. Hey, little diva, don't shed no tears. No woman, no cry.
So good.
Thank you.
Excellent.
Yeah, no,
Outstanding.
I mean, I hope you take the comparison in the way that it is intended, but it's sort of like if Sheryl Crow did Bob Marley.
Oh, yeah. No, I don't mind that.
Yeah, that's
That'd be
really
one
nice
sexy,
job.
talented child.
Yeah,
Thanks, dude.
very cool. So, as we get the heavy rock,
Yeah.
now that we got all acoustic and mellow, testosterone now, quickly. So we are winding down here on American Psycho. So how can people find and track and follow and stalk you across the internet, Zara?
Well, you can follow me legally on Twitter. It's at the Zara Mizrahi. So at the, like the one. Zara, Z-A-R-A, like the store, and Mizrahi, M-I-Z-R-A-H-I, like the designer. And then my website is zaramizrahi.com, and on there are all my dates for shows and upcoming, events. And then my podcast is the Preposterous Sessions, and you can get to that through the website as well.
Very cool. So what kind of gigs right now? Do you have anything musically coming up as well as stand-up, or?
No, nothing booked, but I do want to just go to open mics just to mess around and have fun with music. Yeah, because it's been a while. I would love to.
Mm-hmm. What about stand-up? What do you have? Anything booked coming up?
Yeah, I mean, I'm at the Comedy Store pretty much every week. I mean, I go up at least 4 times a week.
Cool.
So, I mean, I'm all over the place. Anytime. I'm in Santa Monica a lot. I do Venice. The Comedy Store. I do the Improvs. Sometimes I travel, San Diego, San Jose.
Mm-hmm.
And then
San Jose. Where do you play? Where do you go up to in San Jose?
The Improv.
Okay, cool.
And I assume if if we sign up as a follower, you tweet that out where you're playing, so we can make sure.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Absolutely. Thank you guys for having me.
Totally. It was a great conversation. Pleasure. I mean, I know that I think we did a show together a little ways back at Flappers, wonderful Flappers Comedy Club in Burbank, California. If you are here locally or you are traveling from out of town and you want to go get your laugh on, by all means, going to Flappers Comedy Club in Burbank is the place to go. Just my own personal opinion, and fuck you if you don't agree. But it was great having you on. Thank you so much for coming out. I really appreciate it. And musically, anything? I mean, is there another CD in the works? Is there more writing happening?
I'm always
another
writing.
Piano for another gift.
I'm always writing and playing, but there's my stuff on YouTube, and then you could get it on iTunes. That CD, "Loosen My Lips," on iTunes, and then I have some live stuff on YouTube as well.
Very, very cool. That's awesome. Well, I want to thank you so much for coming out. Totally appreciate it.
Of course, my pleasure.
Yeah. And McKen Dog, what do you got going on other than, the usual blood tests?
Well, February 1st, if you guys are available, come on out to the event Twisted in Altadena.
Did you say February?
I said February 1st. There's planning.
Yeah, I was going to, because I was saying November.
November 1st, excuse me, folks. November 11th.
No, wait a minute. What's going on February 1st, though? I want to know now. I'm excited.
Yeah, I already blocked it out.
No, it's the event Twisted, and we'll actually all be broadcasting live. Mr. Crow will be there. Everyone will be there, and it is the day after Halloween, but it's just another excuse to go ahead and get dressed up and to meet some outstanding hosts and talent.
And it's a Friday night, so you're going to be out anyway.
Yep, it's going to be a blast. Check out the website for more information.
That sounds good. What about anything coming up on your show?
Not yet.
All right, cool.
Not yet.
Good talk.
Well, there's a non-starter. Okay. Well, once again, this has been another very fun episode of American Psycho here on Excite Radio. I am, have been, shall continue to be in one fashion or another, or all of them. Very zen. Your host, Brian Crow. Thank you so much for tuning in, and definitely tune in next week where we will be at the Twisted event, which will be Halloween associated. There should be blood, gore, and that'll just be the bar tab. So tune in. Thank you so much, everybody out there. Drive dangerously, take risks, but don't use my name when you get pulled over. Take care. Good night!
That's all we got this week. Join us every Friday at 8 p.m. Pacific on American Psycho, only on Excite Radio. Stay tuned for Close to Nowhere, coming up next.